Another hot one here at week 2 of training camp for the New England Patriots in Foxborough, and today's all about protection. Well, that kind of protection is important. We're talking about the O-line protecting Drake May. I got to talk to Morgan Moses about working with the young O-lineman.
It's just the element of football, man, creating that brotherhood, creating that competition, good, healthy competition in the offensive line room. As those guys get better, man, I got to raise the bar. Me and Will got to raise the bar to get better as well. And like I said, man, I've been honored to have one of the best left tackle to ever play this game in Trent Williams, to be under his wing for several years and learn those things. So it's always been my duty to get that back to the guys.
And when you talk about Will, you talked about him being intense, and you like seeing that from him.
No, 100%.
What's the best thing you see from Will so far?
Man, he's hard on himself, man. There'd be days where he's like, man, I'm not having a good practice, and I try to preach to him like, hey, man, I'd be lying to you in 12 years that I never had a bad practice. But you learn from it, you go back to the drawing table, and it's hard. We go against the same guys every day. So they know your move, they know your tendencies. But if you can block those guys, you're getting better every day. And I just tell them just put your head down and just grow. And, we're doing that every day.
Right. And as a teacher, you said, you're talking that veteran role as a teacher. And a lot of teachers say they learn something from their students. It's not teacher-student, but, it's veteran.
Yeah,
you learn anything from the rookies? What do you learn
from them?
Man,
100%, man. I preach that to those guys every day, man. I probably learn more about learn more from my children, my boys and my daughter, more than they probably learn from me, which is funny. I tell those guys all the time, man, the things that y'all did in college, I didn't do 12 years ago. So, I'm learning just from you guys, different demeanors and different things that y'all seeing. And when you can collaborate that in a room of guys that are willing to learn, you get a masterpiece.
In 12 years in this league, you've seen a lot of different groups. What specifically about this group sets them apart from the others?
Man, we got some young, hungry guys, and we got guys that are willing to go out there and play football and willing to learn. And I think that starts with the older guys as well, man. Coming in with Mike, myself and Garrett coming in and still having the willing to learn things, still being vulnerable enough to ask questions in meetings and things like that. And I think that sets a good tone for everybody else.
Another day at training camp here in the books in Foxborough. I'm Patrick Scanlon, Channel 12 Sports.